Well, here I am, and I've got something to say. So you may have seen earlier that I said I wasn't going to Clash at the Castle. Well, I might have been a little bit presumptuous. So, since I've been on this planet, I've made a lot of friends. A lot of big, good friends. A lot of beautiful friends. They know who they are. But then you have people who you rely on, who are there for you. So tonight I was advised by one of these really good friends that this person shall remain nameless because I don't want to embarrass them and make it public. They're a very, very, very kind person and deserve all the goodness in this world. However, I'm talking about me. Sorry, I'm not. You're fantastic, Mr. X. Oh, Mrs. Who knows? Could be. I'm not saying. So, this lovely person very kindly has got me, your gracious host of WPW, a ticket to WWE Clash at the Castle. Oh yeah, that is right. Will, the best in the biz, will be attending the biggest wrestling show in the UK for 30 years. That's right, 30 years. Just like to point out, I was 18 when SummerSlam happened in 1992. Yes, that's right. I was 18. I didn't have a beard. To be honest, I didn't have a belly. I was quite thin when I was younger. I know, it's a shocker. Who'd have thought? I had hair. Yeah. I mean, I had more now, because obviously I'm losing my hair because I'm getting older. That's the bottom line. So yes, I will be attending Clash at a castle. So this is a shout out to any wrestlers out there who want to be on WPW. You know, just a quick 5-second interview. Doesn't matter who. I'd love this, what I'm doing, to expand to like a podcast eventually. Obviously I need money for that, lots of it, and like tech and stuff, which I currently don't have. And obviously that's gone on the back burner. That was my plan when I first started this, 6 months ago, maybe longer. But yeah, so in time, that's what I'd like to do, and I'd love to run a podcast on wrestling. I'd love to interview people. I don't think I'd do it as well as Stone Cold would do it, or Jericho, or lots of other people that do podcasts that don't spring to mind currently. Mark Andrews, his show on BBC Sounds was amazing, really good. But yeah, one day I'd like to interview, British wrestlers mainly, because I mean, obviously for me to interview American wrestlers, I'd have to go to America. I'd have to go to Japan to interview like Japanese guys. So yeah, but yeah, British wrestlers. So maybe one day I'll get to meet like British wrestlers, and I'd like to get their take on the scene really in Britain, because I don't go to many wrestling shows. Maybe I should, but financially it's just not something I can really afford. I know people that who work in the biz. Work in the biz. Listen to me, I'm an industry guy. Work in the business. But, you know, I know some of my friends are wrestlers, some of them aren't. Some were. You know who I'm talking about there. Yeah, I'm not going to say your name, but you know who I'm referring to there. But yeah, no, I'm very happy that someone's been kind enough to offer me the opportunity to go to Clash of the Castle and win the Intercontinental. No, sorry, no. I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to say and win the Intercontinental title. I'd look good. I'd look good with that Intercontinental title around my waist. I would. I would bring prestige. I can't even say it, but I would bring it back. Yes, I would. I'd be like The Miz, except with talent and charisma. Yes, that's right. I have talent. I have charisma. He has a reality show that nobody watches. So, you know, whatever. Bye-bye, Miz. I'm awesome. No, you're awful, as I've said for years. I'm not going to change my opinion on that just because people like him. But I don't like him. Never have, never will. That's the bottom line, because Sober Will said so. In all honesty, if I was to interview people, if I was to have a podcast, currently on the British scene now, Progress, people from Progress would be the ones I would like to interview. If you haven't seen any of Progress, it's burning up, man. It's really good, really good at the moment. You can catch up with a lot of it on the network, or you can watch it on Progress website. But yeah, a lot of it is burning, is on fire at the moment. ICW's on fire. So everything is really good in Britain at the moment. And as you can see that with a lot of British wrestlers are going over to America and making their name. And some, like, there's people that got cut from WWE and stuff. But that's a shame. I mean, I really like them, but, you know, it's a business, unfortunately. That's what happens. I'm going to touch on what happened on Raw this week. I haven't seen it because I don't really watch the stuff. I just sort of like keep up to date with like some of the news that's happening. And here's my take on Sasha and Naomi. Yeah, it's not. I'm sort of in between because it's not because I'm a WWE fan or because they're acting unprofessional. I don't think they are. They're doing what they believe in, which I haven't got an issue with. What I do have an issue is in walking out on a TV show like Austin did years and years ago with a few hours to spare before they were gonna to have this match, wherever it may have been. So I admire them for sticking up for what they believe in, and I admire them for their passion, really. I mean, it's fantastic. However, I don't think walking out is the best thing to do personally, but none of us know what's happening behind the scenes. We only know bits of it. So there's obviously, it wasn't just suddenly just turned up to the arena and went, I'm not staying by. It wasn't just that one thing. I think it's obviously built up over months after months, and everybody's seen Sasha's Twitter over the last few months will realise that she's been very frustrated. She's been very sarcastic with some of the comments that she's made. It's a shame if they don't like come to some sort of agreement or whatever, but you know, it is what it is. It's a shame, really. I don't know where this leaves the Usos, because potentially with Naomi, like, well, I am left as such, but you know, up in the air. I don't know where this would leave the storyline with the Usos, but I mean, that's a separate thing and a very good angle. So, yeah, in other things in wrestling, Judgment Day. Isn't it good? Isn't it really good? Isn't it dark? I like it. I've seen bits and bobs of AEW. Double or Nothing coming up next week. I have my opinions about CM Punk challenging Hangman Adam Page for the world title. They're not positive, I'll be honest. I don't think he should be getting a title shot myself. That's just my opinion. Obviously, people that run AEW obviously don't agree with me, but that's just me. So yeah. I will be doing videos up until Clash at the Castle. I might even go live that night. It's unlikely, but I might. I might do it for like a couple of minutes. You never know what's going on in the world today. But yeah, this is Will giving back some sort of normality and saying thank you to the person or persons who will always be too sweet.